Yeah. What's up, everyone? So as many of you guys know, I moved out of Texas about 7 months ago. We relocated to Montana. It's been a really good experience for the most part so far. But over the last few months, the common question that I get asked over and over and over again is why? Why Montana? What makes a person want to pick up their entire family, leave multiple successful businesses behind, and start over? Well, that's why. Now, moving here did not come without challenges. In fact, it came with a ton of challenges. This is like all up in my face. Sorry about that. You know, to move across the country without any real plan of how we're gonna make it work other than we are gonna make it work. It's scary to say the least, for sure. There's a reason for it. There's a method to the madness. You know what? Let me just show you. I've been talking for years about leaving Houston. Houston is amazing for making money. It's amazing for building businesses. It's amazing for networking. Overall, it's not really amazing for quality of life, especially whenever your happiness is anchored in being outside and being in nature. And if any of you guys know me, you know that being outside and being in the outdoors is a huge part of my life. We are trying to raise our boys with a similar mentality of experiences over material things. And while trying to instill that knowledge in them, it's just impossible to do that in Houston. There's simply just not enough stuff to do. I had always tried to find an opportunity to leave Houston, whether it was because of economics or because of the kids or housing situations in specific states that we had looked at. There was always a reason. There was something that always kept us there. If there was a specific example that I wanted to lead for my kids, it was if you are unhappy in a specific situation and you're in a spot, whether it be a job or a place that you live that you really do not enjoy, you need to take it on yourself to put in the work and find a way to make it happen. Because if you can perceive something changing in your future, you will find the capability to do so. It got cold. Now make no mistake, moving across the country, not an easy thing to do. On top of that, Montana is not for everybody. You know, a lot of people see like all of the perks and stuff of Montana, right? Like they see summertime, the beautiful mountains, how green it is, how amazing everything else is. But what they don't see is the little quirks that make Montana, Montana. Whenever you live here, you give up a lot of your, let's just say, amenities. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that the weather here during the wintertime is pretty gnarly. And a lot of tourists that come up here, they don't like it. It's super cold, turns on a dime. For example, last night, it was, I don't know, I think it was like 20 degrees. And then this morning, whenever I woke up and took the kids to school, it was 1 degree outside and it had snowed considerably. That's like 8 to 10 inches up there. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Whenever we moved up here for what Montana is. Slower pace, lower population, beautiful scenery, just overall a better small hometown feel. We moved here, in my opinion, for the right reasons. We haven't tried to change anything. We've actually tried to assimilate into the culture, into the community that is up here. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. A lot of native Montanans will express issues with people moving in from outside, because in some instances, people have a tendency of moving here trying to change and influence the community that they live in Montana into what they came from. That's not what you do here. That is not why you move to Montana. You move to places like this for the culture, for the people, and for the slow pace of things. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So like I said before, if you're unhappy in a situation, try and figure out a way out of it. Life is way too short to be stuck in situations that you're unhappy with. Go out there, find what makes you happy, and ask yourself, what's next?